Hello, good evening. It is time, and I'm tired. Can you tell I'm tired? It's Wednesday, March 8th. Somehow we're already 8 days into March. I'm not really sure how that happened. I know it's been a while since I filmed anything like this. I actually did film one for Friday, and I rambled a lot, but I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't want to put it up anywhere. So I didn't. Here we are, several days later. Yeah, it's been a quick week and a long week at the same time. It's really annoying when that happens, but it happens. It's already Wednesday, so that's good. It's about 8:52, so probably gonna go to bed soon because sleep is a good thing. That's the funny part about getting a little older and having a regular exercise routine is that you go to sleep earlier and earlier just to kind of compensate for all of that. Excuse me. Yeah. So this week has been kind of odd. I went to a doctor, like a primary care. I haven't been to one in a very long time. So that was kind of like one of my little missions this year was to, reestablish and get all that squared away, make sure everything's good. I have no reason to think anything's not good, but just better to know. So I did that, and I have to get blood work, which is fine. I don't care. I took phlebotomy course a long time ago, so I know all the ins and outs of that. Surprisingly difficult I was just going to make an appointment because there's a lab up the road that I can go to that my insurance takes. But the first, early mornings, you have to do a fasting because they want to make sure you're, they called it something else, but I'm sure it's glucose, like your blood sugar, your fasting blood sugar. The first early morning, 8 a.m. or earlier, wasn't until, really any morning at all, wasn't until almost the last week of March, which was kind of insane. So for now I just picked a noon appointment because I can fast for the morning. It's not a big deal. But even that was still a week and a half away, which is just crazy. There's another lab I could go to, and I actually used to work down there. But it's kind of far, and you can't make an appointment. I guess you just go there and you sit and wait. And I don't know if I want to go down that road, so I might just stick with the scheduled appointment I have. Anyway, all this is very exciting, I'm sure. But one thing I did get was a Tdap? Yeah, the tetanus, pertussis, and diphtheria vaccine. I got that mostly because my friend recently had a baby, and I want to see him, and I don't want to, I don't need to worry about spreading some kind of germ to a newborn, or even a baby that's a few months old. But I will tell you, that vaccine wiped me out. I didn't feel terrible or anything. I was just very tired. It did give me a little bit of a headache. So last night I went to sleep. I had a little ice pack on my head. We have these ice packs that look like face masks. And I had one of those just on my head, trying to alleviate the headache. So that was a bit of a doozy. Didn't expect to react that much to it. But whatever. It's over with now. It seems like it's pretty much passed. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I keep yawning. So that was a very eventful start of the week because that was on Monday. So we went out to eat Monday night, and then last night, because I was so tired from the vaccine, we ordered pho and fried rice, vegetable fried rice with tofu, and it was really good. So it's been a weird week. It's been a very strange week. It rained today, which it hasn't rained in a while. We're in our dry season, so it's not surprising. But it's nice to see kind of the storm clouds come back. That's honestly something I love about Florida is that during the summer, in our rainy season, we get these huge, massive thunderstorms, usually in the afternoon, sometimes in the morning. Those are really cool too because you can see these big clouds moving in from the Gulf usually. And they're beautiful, and there's thunder, and it's a great way to start a morning. But a lot of times it's often in the afternoon. So you get the sea breeze that moves across the state. And a lot of times it's moving from basically the middle of the state, or that's where the storms start popping, developing. And then it gets over to us, and it's just could be, 2 or 3 hours of just torrential downpours. So, which a lot of people are but I love that, especially when there's lots of thunder and lightning, and it's just really cool. So definitely looking forward to that time of year. That's coming up soon. So we're about to get out of our rainy season, thankfully. Um, yeah. I can't believe it's already 8 days into March, though. It's like, bam, here we are. Almost 3 months into the year, which is just kind of crazy to think about. Oh, goodness. One day I'll stop yawning. We're probably going to bring Colin back to the... Not probably. I definitely am going to bring Colin back to the dog beach this weekend because he loved it. And yesterday I went to try and walk him on my lunch break, and he just wanted to go in the car. So that tells me he wanted to go back to where we were. So we're definitely going to do that this weekend. Outside of that, I don't know. Just get some rest. Everything's so busy. It's spring break now. There's red tide. So the theme parks will be packed. Beaches, even with red tide, I'm sure will be very busy. So kind of just, I don't know. We'll have to find something else to do, I guess. Or just get up really early to go do things. Yeah, I was going to say something else. Like, what was it? So I have bought several books since last probably September. Last September I bought 3 books, and I only finished one of them. And between September and December I bought 4 books, or 4 or 5. Too many, and I only finished one of them. I started all the others. One of them I don't think I'm going to finish because I just don't like the tone of the book. I don't know. I'll give it another chance eventually. They all seem okay, but none of them, hook you in. And it's not like I read a chapter and gave up. It's like I read a couple chapters and it just, which is too bad because one of them I'm going to finish. It's a very short book. It's called Quartet in Autumn. And I think it was written in the 70s. I'd have to double check that. It's kind of a somber book. So it's about 4 people that are basically on the verge of retirement and kind of their lives and how the world can look when you're in that phase of your life. So I'll definitely finish that. It's a little bit somber, so it's like, okay, I don't know if I want that right now. But I bought several books, right? So there's I just had it next to me too. I think it's the Book of Tea, and the first book's called Magic Steeped in Poison. And the second book, I cannot remember. I just bought it tonight though, because I need more books I haven't read yet to add to the pile. I bought the second one because it was only like $8 on Amazon. So I know you shouldn't buy from Amazon, but it was a good deal. So I bought that book. Then I bought a book that Josh recommended, and it was, I'm going to forget the name of it. Like, something of creatures, like rejuvenation or revelation of enchanted creatures. I don't know, something kind of weird. Anyway, I guess it kept getting recommended to him for some reason, and he said every time he saw it he thought of me. So I guess he read the synopsis and said, oh, that's a book that you'll like. So we're in the car tonight driving back from the grocery store, and I read the description and it made me laugh. So I did buy it because it's like, why not? It seems happy. But the synopsis was essentially about an octopus in an aquarium who befriends the aquarium technician and helps solve the aquarium technician's the case of the aquarium technician's missing son from 30 years ago. I don't know. Sure, why not? Octopuses are smart. I always want to say octopi. I know that's not correct, but it just sounds more scientific. They're smart. As it mentioned in the synopsis, there are 8 tentacles and 3 hearts. That'll be a bizarre one. I can't imagine that book's very long, but I guess we'll find out. I have so many books to read, though, and for work, I got put into this, well, not put, I was asked if I wanted to be a part of it, and then interviewed, and then elected to be put into this program, like a Catalyst program. It's basically like a group of people in the business from different departments that work together to solve a business problem throughout the year. And part of the program is reading a book, because of course, it's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Ironically, I started reading this book about 3 years ago. Well, actually more like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, a long time ago. I know it's supposed to be a good book and all of that. I like self-help and self-improvement. That vibe isn't really mine, like the specific book. And it's not like I haven't read it at all. I've read the first chapter or so. And it's fine, and I get the point. I understand from a business aspect, the purpose. But when I'm reading it, I like think is I have like I probably have 8 other books that are like fiction based that I should be reading instead because those are fun. So that's gonna be the process for this year, is trying to get through these books and enjoy myself. I did read some of the Book of Tea tonight. That one's good. That one has a pretty cool vibe. But I really like the kind of I know I mentioned this in another video. Like, it reminds me a lot of Mulan, the cartoon. I never watched the live action because I heard they changed it so much. It just seemed like too far from why I liked the cartoon. So whatever. Either way, I never watched it. Who knows? It could have been an amazing movie. But either way, I really like the cartoon. So the animated feature that came out in the late 90s, and it obviously is a very different story, but I get a very similar vibe. So when I'm picturing it, I'm not picturing the cartoon per se, but I can definitely kind of see like the aesthetics, and I really am enjoying that part of it. So yeah, that was my book ramble. I have so many others. There's I still have to finish the Harry Potter season. I started that like 2 years ago, and I've been in the middle of book 5 for, it feels like an eternity, where Umbridge is starting her reign of terror. And this is silly, and I've told my friends this. Like, one of my friends is really into Harry Potter, and I told her, like, I really like the books, but sometimes it's hard to read them because it's like this world will never exist, and that's kind of depressing. And I know that's not the way you should look at things, but in my mind, it's like, oh, I wish this could really exist. And I know there's millions of people, excuse me, that feel the exact same way. And I just need to suck it up and finish the books. But so the Harry Potter books, the Tea book, another book called Stay Awake, the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which that one I like so far. Then the Quartet in Autumn, the Saturday Night Ghost Club, and there's another one I can picture it, but I don't remember the name. And then the 2 more I just ordered tonight. So I guess I'm gonna lose my voice and I need to get reading. And then obviously the book for work, the 7 Habits book. So this is even going to be the year of reading, amongst who knows what else. Hopefully some other fun things outside of just reading. Yeah, that was a lot of rambling about reading. I'm going to say something else and I just can't remember. I don't know. Either way, hopefully we do something fun this weekend. I'll probably film another little rambling, although at this point it's 12 minutes in. I don't think, for one, I know not many people see this at all, so there's that. For another, I don't see any people listening to this for 13 minutes straight, so we're just going to go ahead and end this. So, hope you have a great night. Happy Thursday Eve. Hopefully it's a good day for you. Hopefully that full moon on Monday didn't cause too much chaos in your world. Yeah, it's been a day. One side note before I end, though, when we were driving to the grocery store, the sun was going down, but there was enough haze in the sky that it wasn't like blinding, and it was gorgeous. We were joking it would look like something like Tatooine. And I tried to get a couple pictures, and I'll probably put that as like on the little thumbnail. But it was gorgeous. So that's the other good thing about having a lot of weather, is that the sunsets and the sunrises are just beautiful. So good things to look forward to. Good change in seasons. But anyway, hope you had a great day. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.